Hello again, and welcome back. I don't know if I'm going to do these intros every time, but who knows, maybe I will. Today I'm going to be talking with my friend Jacob. We're going to be talking about the upcoming event known as E3, and a few more game talk there. So let's just jump into it. No, I use Audacity.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's real simple. And then there's this program called Voice Meter. And essentially what that does is it allows you to route things. It puts like, so for instance, it'll take Discord and it'll take my microphone and it'll put it on the same file.
Yeah, I got
So
you.
really all Audacity is listening to is the Voice Meter output. So instead of it being, okay, I have to get yours and I have to get mine and I have to match it and sync it, it just works the way it works. So it's pretty cool.
Just the way it works.
Yes. So I guess one of the things, when's E3?
I think it's next week, I believe.
Is it really?
I literally just saw it's like
9 hours ago.
Magnetron talk about that. He's like,
oh,
he's like a week till that, and then 2 weeks till he goes to Florida, I guess.
I wonder if I could get Magnetron on this podcast.
I mean,
Listen, I'm gonna we're me and Walter are gonna be we're in talks of different segments that we're gonna do, and one of those is gonna be potentially it's just gonna be a series of interviews with people like the manager at Sonic. You know, or I want to interview Dan Reeves at some point.
Dan Reeves. Who's
Yes.
that?
It's Dan Reeves, dude. It is the Jackson Prince, as I call him.
The one that on like 101.
Show. You know, Bill, I love Asia Garden. Yeah, no, I want to get Dan Reeves on here real bad.
Call him up one day, be like, "Hey,
I'm like, hey man, listen, we can't pay you nothing, but do you want to be on this podcast?
Yeah, we can't pay you nothing. You're doing your job for free right now."
What's your favorite video game, bro?
Like Civilization 5.
What? For real?
Nothing exciting. Just like straight up like strategies. Like, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, so June 12th through June 14th. So it is next week.
12th to the 14th. Okay.
Next Tuesday or the
Tuesday and Thursday. Do they have like a lineup of when each day is?
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it goes. I think it's like PlayStation, Xbox, and then everything else. Right? Like Ubisoft and Nintendo are on the last day, I think.
Oh, that's probably why I don't watch it the last day.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does. I mean, some people do. They've got some fanboys in there for Ubisoft.
Let's see.
Let me look at the schedule here. But I wanted to get Kevin in here so we could discuss From Software's new game that they're going to come out with. But I don't really know because nobody really knows what it is. Have you ever played Dark Souls?
I've played it. I've not like gotten deep into it or anything, but I've played it.
Did you enjoy it?
When I wasn't dying, yes. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I think everybody
Of
was.
course. I think I gave up on it because I just could not get past the part. It was just too tedious to do it. I didn't have the right equipment, and it was just a mess.
You didn't have the gall, is what they call that in the biz. You don't have
There's a lot of slothfulness going on there.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Okay, so it says Saturday, June 9th is EA, which I'm probably most excited about because of Battlefield.
Uh-huh.
So June 9th. It's starting as early as June 9th then.
I'm excited for Battlefront, but it's just like, or Battlefield, I mean, but it's just.
Dare.
I don't want to go back to World War II. I want some more modern war like they had like on 3 and 4.
Well,
that's my favorite stuff right there.
We sort of talked about this in the first episode, sort of. We were more talking about the controversy of the robot hand British woman in there. But
in this new one.
Yeah, but it's all of all it was it's character customization.
Oh.
So because you can customize your soldier however you want now, and that's just awesome.
Are they gonna do battle royale also?
I don't know. I would play a battle royale.
I'd play a Battlefield battle royale
because I'm good at it for the most part.
And then before I just trail on, it's like Call of Duty's doing theirs. Like, is it gonna be just like, do you have to pick up armor? Like, do you get?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like me playing like free for all or something like that, and somebody kills me in 2 shots.
That's all I can think of. Yeah,
that's the game. It's like that's so boring.
There's got to be something else. There's got to be something.
Yeah, there's got to be something else in there.
Because they're apparently bringing back they're bringing back all kinds of stuff from past games. And the first thing I thought about was the zip line or the grappling hook from Advanced Warfare.
I didn't play anything after Black Ops 2.
Oh my gosh.
I did play Black Ops 3 because I thought that was gonna be good, and it just ended up being like another Black Ops 2 game.
Well, yeah.
Which of course is what they're going into again.
Sure. I mean that's what the kids want. But
yeah,
June 9th is EA. June 10th, which is Sunday actually, is Microsoft, Bethesda, and then Developer Digital. I don't really know what that is. And then Monday is Square Enix, Ubisoft, and PC, and Sony. So that's a full day. And then June 12th is Nintendo. So yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So I think I'd watch Saturday. So let's see.
I'll definitely watch Saturday. I'll definitely watch Sunday. Monday I've got,
Sunday I'd watch
stuff to do, but
Monday I wouldn't be able to watch any of that stuff.
Right. We have lives.
I guess like Square Enix is the only one I'd really look at I wouldn't be able to look at it, but I mean that's the one I'd be interested in. Ubisoft, I guess.
The fact that Square Enix has a presentation, they're probably going to show off the new Tomb Raider, which I still haven't played.
Has that not come out yet?
I haven't played the Rise of the Tomb Raider yet. I liked the first one, and then the second one came out. Yeah, and like it got great reviews, and then I still haven't played it, but now the new one's coming out, so I don't know. I may need to get it. But they're going to do probably the Tomb Raider, and then they'll do more than likely the Final Fantasy VII stuff. Because that's a big
big
deal.
Money maker for them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only problem is there's like rumors that it's episodic, and I don't think people are going to be too terribly happy. But maybe it's changed.
I don't know. If it wasn't all about the money nowadays, and if it was about the content, go back to like 2005, whenever games were great. Single player story mode, like amazing. Didn't need online.
True. I get more enjoyment nowadays out of the competitive side.
I mean,
now when like a God of War comes out, that's different. I'm like, oh yeah, like Last of Us 2, I'm definitely gonna enjoy that. But
and then once you beat it, it's like, okay, now let's go back to multiplayer again.
Right. I liked how everything had multiplayer back in the day. Everything. God of War had multiplayer.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did.
Didn't know that.
It had like it was like a ring match where you just fight each other. I was like, just make a great single player and then throw in multiplayer. Who cares? That's how great multiplayer. I think Battlefield only multiplayer in the beginning? I don't think so. And it may have just had multiplayer mode, and it was just so much fun that it took off, and now it's like mainly multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, I guess like next gen console too, it just kind of ups the ante, I guess, of more of multiplayer. Everybody wants that because it's freaking Battlefield. I want to fly a plane into battle, jump out halfway through the ground and get wrecked by this RPG over here, this corner.
Right,
like, that's cool.
That's what I wonder, and I wonder if they'll be able to capture. They won't be able to, but I'm curious to see if they try to with Call of Duty in that battle royale game.
Mm-hmm.
No man,
they said
that could be a hot mess.
Like all the what's it called? All like key points in old maps and all this stuff. And when the trailer started zooming out and started showing a little bit of that, I was like, oh, that could probably be actually really cool.
Yeah,
like this part of the map is like Rust or something like that. You know,
Yeah, that would be
Be
kind of
pretty-
cool.
it'd be cool.
I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
This will either my prediction is it'll succeed moderately or it'll absolutely fail. So I don't see any amazing success with this, but I also didn't see any success with what was it, Siege. I didn't Siege. I didn't see anything. I played it and I was like, it's all right. It probably won't last that long. And they're on what, year 3?
We played it for the whole first year though.
Yo,
I mean,
played the stew out of it. Absolutely
Minnesota
played the crap out of it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was good. I kind of want to get back into it, and then I'll get to playing it, and it is fun still. But man, I'm terrible.
We'll have to. The only way to make it even fun, we'll have to have a full 4 or 5. It's like 5 people? A full 5-person game. That's the only way we can jump back into it now after being gone so long.
We'd have to rally the troops again.
You, me, Robert, Redmond. Who was it? Heath? That someone plays with us
Heath was in there. Yeah,
he was in there a little bit. We I'd like to do that. I played it the other day. Got killed one time. Uninstalled it. Like I got so mad. Like it wasn't even exciting anymore. Like once you get wrecked like that, it's like
you're like, I just don't feel it anymore. I just don't feel
like,
it.
He shot me from a corner. Like there's no way you could see me from a corner.
You know what else is gonna be at E3 that I just realized? Spiderman.
Oh my god.
You're like a huge.
They need to make a PS4. What's it called? Emulator for computer. Just so I can.
Do you not have a PS4?
No, I don't have a PS4. I have an Xbox.
I've got one.
Xbox, PC.
I've got a PS4.
You got them all.
Well, you could just.
I had a PS4.
Just come over.
No,
and we'll play Spider-Man together.
I told my buddy, I said, I'm gonna buy Spider-Man. I'm gonna keep it at your house. I'll let you play it too, but
There you go. That's old school.
Yeah.
That's the old school way. Hey, if I buy this, can I just like leave it at your house and then play it when I come over? I never did that.
Yeah.
I never did that though.
I never did it before, but this is like the only time because
Yes.
I never did. Like my buddies had like Halo 3 when I didn't have a 360, but I'd go over there and play it. I wouldn't buy it for them, but
right.
Like,
I know people who did do that though.
Yeah.
So,
now, but it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to move out, so it's like perfect. I'm trying to move in with him. I'm like, well, this is perfect. Let's get Spider-Man and ball out on it.
But Spider-Man 2 is still like one of the best.
I've been tempted to go back and rebuy Spider-Man 2 just so I could play it again.
It can't be expensive. Is it for PC?
Oh God, no. It's
let me look this up.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man 2 was the first game I remember playing that in the GameStop, the demo.
Yeah.
And like it was like on GameCube, and then it was also on.
We had it on GameCube, and
dude.
Well, it was. What do we have it on? We had it on GameCube and something else. I think it was PlayStation.
It was the game where you could swing and the.
You could have two.
You could have
swing,
two.
Or you
yep.
One. God,
and you swung like you were on a bungee cord.
God.
And it was just like.
Was Spider-Man 3? Did they
so
kind of like go wrong with that, or is it still okay?
I
don't want to go back and play it.
I
I never did play it a lot because we rented it, didn't buy it.
Which, honestly, I'm not sure. And you got to remember, Spider-Man 2 is probably just a trash game that we have fond memories of.
Spider-Man 3.
Well, Spider-Man 2 is what I'm saying. Like Spider-Man 2, yeah, it's like this awesome game, and then you play it, and it's like, wow, this is garbage.
I think it's probably gonna be trash if I go back and buy it.
But I don't know. The swing mechanics is all I played it for. I just wanted to swing around and be Spider-Man, and that's what it lets you do.
Man.
So that's why it was so much fun. Spider-Man 3 was okay. I didn't like Spider-Man 3 the movie. The movie was terrible. So
what?
It was not good.
I enjoyed it. It's the first one I remember going to the theaters and watching.
No, dude.
Like we were
Spider-Man 1 and 2
we were about 10 years old.
Way better.
2007. This is 2018.
I mean, I guess when you're 10, then it's different, but because the black suit was awesome, and
you were grown at that point. You were.
I mean, not quite.
You were at least pushing like 20.
What?
Oh, you're
really?
like 17.
No, 17 sounds about right.
17 or 18.
Hang on.
Because you're 27 this year, right? Or 26?
No, I just turned 27 in March.
Okay. So I'm turning 21. So 6 years. So you'd be about 16, 17. Yeah.
Look at you and your math skills. It came out in 2007.
Yeah.
So.
Because 2007 was the year I went to New York, and there was
Golly.
posters all over New York for Spider-Man. So that's that's the easiest way to remember it.
That was
for
over
me.
10 years ago. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at a picture of a poster of wow. I used to have this poster, dude. I totally forgot. It's the Spider-Man 3 poster, and all it shows is Spider-Man, and everything is like that dark color, and he's like bowing his head, and he's perched, and it's raining,
Yeah.
and it just says the number 3 at the bottom right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that poster.
We had that one, and then we had the one where it's Spider-Man's at the bottom. It's like New Goblin's on the right, Sandman's on the left, and Venom's on top, like the little
The epic poster.
Shape.
Yeah.
I remember we had that one hung up for the longest time.
Dude, Tobey Maguire is my only Peter Parker. It's Tobey. None of this Tom Holland nonsense. # not my Spider-Man.
Tomfoolery. Get it? Tomfoolery.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was such a, I don't know, looking back on it, it's just ugh. They just totally screwed up Venom, and it was way too long. And then there was that weird dancing. Ugh. It was not
As a
great.
wee boy, I didn't care too much. I'm like, I was just watching, like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, he's swinging around. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted, but I don't know. I was just old enough to
just old enough to be able to
be like,
criticize it.
yeah, to be like, this isn't good.
Yeah, you hit that age where it's like, I know right from wrong now, and this is wrong.
Yes, I've seen the light, and this is not it. This is the that was in the Jackson. No, I saw Spider-Man 2 in the Jackson 10 theater.
Oh God.
Yeah, like that's
Same
how.
place saw Star Wars Episode 1.
Ooh, yeah, dude, that was the place to go for midnight releases.
No, I just
So,
I can go to Hollywood 16 now. I mean, that's the only place I don't even go to Cinema Planet. I don't go there no more.
oh really? I think Hollywood 16 is better than Cinema Planet.
That's what I go there now because I have the little movie pass, and you can't use your cards anymore at Cinema Planet. No more cards, just cash.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that they stopped taking cards because I guess it's costing them. That's how much money they're losing because you have to pay for that kind of stuff, right?
Drunken Boots used to work there. He said it was awful.
Oh.
I think he told me that they fired. He got in a wreck on the way to work, like a little, not a full on wreck, like an accident.
No fender
Told
bender.
his boss that he's been in a wreck. He's like, come in or you're fired. I think I don't want to give you the wrong story, but you probably ask him. And he's like, so what happened about this?
Wait, who worked there? Boots?
Yeah, Drunken Boots.
Okay, I need to get Boots on the podcast because
Like
we've had some cool discussions. But I thought so. He's from Jackson, but he's stationed.
He's from Jackson. He's in North Carolina.
North Carolina, that's right.
Yeah.
So okay, that's interesting. That's so funny. Well, and we've had this discussion. I've had this discussion with a ton of people. If anybody opens up a movie theater, they're gonna make a killing. Anybody but the gentleman who owns the Hollywood 16 and Cinema Planet around here, they're gonna make a killing because I don't know. It's all gone to pot. And I there's been multiple times where I'm just like, well, not recently, but I was thinking, maybe I could rent out a room, right?
Like
I can rent the theater out and then like hook up an Xbox or something and have an Xbox party.
Hey.
But yeah,
you gotta
not
buy
so much
all
anymore.
The seats. You gotta do all this stuff.
Yeah, I don't have that many friends.
Yeah. I didn't think about that, but having people after you do it. They I mean, we could let's work for a little bit, save up some money, move back to Jackson. We'll open up the Jackson 10. We'll buy it, and we'll make it. We'll do.
Yeah,
what
we can do that.
Planet did, and they had like they had food where you could like order food and stuff in there. They have that's the perfect place if they did it right. If they keep doing it right, like
yeah,
we look at these two theaters like, okay, that was good. This is what they can improve on, and we throw it into ours, and it's like boom.
Yeah.
Like we just hopefully get a killing off of it, but
you would. If you like, do you sweep the floor? You're already in. You know,
You're in.
you're winning already. So, I mean, there's a drive-in theater
In Nashville, right?
Well, I don't know. There's one outside of.
Or it's around here somewhere.
There's one that's close to here. Well, not close, but past South Jackson, heading towards Henderson.
South
me
Jackson
and Ashley had discussed. We're like, hey, maybe we should just buy it and like open it back up.
This sounds about right.
Yeah. So it's just you always pass the giant, massive screen. That's outside.
Yeah.
I don't know how often you find yourself heading towards Henderson, but
I drive to Henderson a lot for work.
Yeah, but yeah, it's on the left when you're heading out there. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's potential. So if anybody is listening and is a theater entrepreneur, please come by good old Jackson and open up one because we need your help desperately. Please,
we need it.
This is a cry for help. No, I'm just kidding. Well, not really. But anyway, what else? What else is going to be at E3? Death Stranding, which looks awesome.
They're still talking about that?
Yeah, dude. I'm super excited about that, to be honest with you. I'm all into the Kojima weird stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like really weird and mysterious.
He wasn't working on the Silent Hill, was he? Silent
Yes.
Hills?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then. That's
Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro were working on it, and then they were like, because I think it was Konami who was doing, let's see, Silent Hills. Let me look this up. But yeah, it was, everybody freaked out, thought it was awesome, and then that whole mess with
that game would have been amazing. I think it was terrifying. Like,
right. It scared the crap out of everybody.
I didn't even play it. I just watched it.
I didn't either. I dared not play it.
Like I couldn't bring myself to do anything with it. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'll watch it by all means, but
right.
He would turn around every time he looked at that door. I'm like, ugh, I can't watch it no more. Imagine that in VR. Holy
no,
cow.
Dude, no way.
Your heart would stop as you put on the headset.
It was Kojima. So Kojima was in charge of running Silent Hills. There was Kojima, but it was Konami. I mean, the company. They were using the Fox engine, which is the same engine they used for the Phantom Pain, which is available on Games with Gold. Believe it or not. That was a great game. That's in my top 10, I think, favorite games. But yeah, they were
game was it?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, okay.
The Phantom Pain.
I never did get into it.
See, I was never a what was it? I'm thinking of Silent Hills now. I was never a Metal Gear fan, really. I knew of it, and I was never really against it. I just, I think that was more of a PlayStation series. And I had Splinter Cell, which was on PlayStation, but it was accessible easily for Xbox. And I could be wrong about that, but either way, I never really got into it. But I was like, I'm watching these trailers for Metal Gear Solid 5, and I'm just getting hyped. Like, I don't even know. I have no history with this game, but I want to play it. So I did. And it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
We're not disappointed.
Some people were disappointed, but not me. I thought it was good. So yeah,
it was one of those that I saw, and it's just like, it's not like flashy enough for me. Like, this is when I was younger too, so of course I really couldn't.
It's weird.
Couldn't get into it. It's,
But that's why I like, I don't know, Death Stranding. It's like something. Like, I don't know. You've seen the trailers for it and stuff.
I have, yeah. I've seen all the different things for it.
It's just super weird, and like who knows what's going on. And it's one of those things where they talk about how, I don't know, like, does it have to do with the afterlife, or does it have to do with them being on a different planet? Like, where are they? What's happening? And I like kind of being in the dark and just being like, what in the freaking world? And this has been going on for, man, what? When was the first, like 2 years ago, I think?
Yeah. Oh, it's been a long...
2016, dude. 2016.
Yeah, it's been a good bit. Dang, that's 2006. That's a long time.
That's when Battlefield 1 came out.
Which
is crazy to think about. So, yeah, they've been in production.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Lord.
So, for a long time. And so I'm really excited to see if they actually show off more gameplay. I wonder if they're even going to tell us what's going on. I wonder if they're going to explain it before we actually get to play it. Like, do you have to play it to discover what's going on?
Just to know, yeah, like one of those stories, or if it's just
Because I'm probably gonna play it regardless. Because my curiosity is piqued. So
so it's like, I guess that's one of those, you jump into it, all of a sudden like a week after they're like, oh, here's all you didn't know in Death Stranding, and they'll start like telling you everything.
Right,
exactly.
Like, oh, well. Everything's ruined nowadays because of YouTube and the internet and all that stuff. So, but
that's what I was thinking, like back in the day, you didn't worry about a spoiler because nobody knew how to work internet.
Turn on the internet. Yeah, they didn't know how to turn it on back then.
Turn on themselves.
I remember doing that. I remember turning the internet on. You hit that little button, connect, the dial-up.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was the day.
Glad I wasn't in that that time.
There was yeah, I hope it's good. I hope it's not a weird flop. I don't think it'll be a weird flop, but still. There's Ghosts of Tsushima, I believe is what it's called. Let me shoot you this. I'm going to shoot you this trailer so that you know what I'm talking about. But
okay.
It's like, well, I'll just put it in the main thing or whatever.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Ghost of...
But it takes place in feudal Japan. There's not really much else that they tell you. It's just open world, feudal Japan.
And
it looks
only
awesome.
On PlayStation.
Yeah, it's like PlayStation exclusive. That's another reason, dude. You got to get PlayStation, man. They have the. I've been an Xbox guy ever since the Xbox came out. But PlayStation is killing it in exclusives. Do
you have to have PlayStation, is it Gold?
Plus?
PlayStation Plus. I was like, I didn't know it was gold. Do you have to play like single player games and stuff?
No, not to play single player. I figured you didn't. Well, it's the same now, I think, as the Xbox Live subscription. Because
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, now it is. Before, I don't think it was. Before, you could play multiplayer for free. And getting PlayStation Plus got you like deals, and it helps support Sony because they need all the help they can get. The metropolis that is Sony. But now it's you pay like $50 a month, or not a month, sorry, a year.
A month.
And you're able to play online with your friends and stuff like that. But for single player, you don't. No, you don't need it.
If I do anything, I'd get me a cheap PlayStation or PS4, like the original ones.
Yep.
And just keep that offline.
Yep.
And just play like Spiderman, these single player games.
That's all you got to do, man. Honestly, dude, that's all I really play on my PlayStation is single player stuff.
Okay.
There's very little multiplayer stuff that I play on there. I got Black Ops 3 for PlayStation. Just because I like the controller. I really like the PlayStation 4 controller. It's just smoother. And it's better. It's easier to grip. As time goes on, the Xbox One controller is starting to feel clunky. Not nearly as clunky as it used to, obviously.
Oh, talk about clunky. You see where they brought back the original Xbox concept for.
Yes. There's a screen in the middle of it now.
That's a clunky controller.
God, people love it, though.
Hey, man, that's a throwback, man. It's like... Reminds me of playing some Lego Star Wars back in the day.
Oh, yeah. The new Duke controller. It's the Duke Xbox One controller.
The Duke, yeah.
How much is this? It's probably stupid. It's probably like $60.
Oh, $70.
Oh, get out of here, dude.
I think it's 70. I don't want to lie to you.
Oh, my gosh. It's got the black and white button.
Yeah. Like, what do you use that for?
It was I can't even remember. It was like your...
Most games,
it was
like
a
bumpers now, isn't it, or something?
Yeah. You know what? That's exactly what it is. It was for
like your special
left bumper, right bumper. What we have now is bumpers. No,
right.
The Duke controller has bumpers on it though.
Well, yeah. So now there's just nothing. It's just there.
Well, it might be used. They're probably programmable.
I remember this.
Gosh, that's so ugly, dude. That's the ugliest looking thing I've ever seen.
Back in Destroy All Humans 2, it was
Oh, that was a good game.
that was like the white button was to go invisible in your spaceship, like when you're flying around.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what the black button did, but
It's just like an extra. Man, Destroy All Humans. I think
I went back and bought 2 because 2 was the one I enjoyed.
2 is great. You can play co-op in 2, right?
That's the only reason I wanted to get
That took place in
2
the
again.
60s in the UK.
The 70s
Or the 70s,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, 70s because you started in New York. Figure sure it was New York. All the hippies are everywhere.
Yeah,
and then
no,
you
I
go to
thought that was like Liverpool or something.
and then that kind of stuff. You do go to you're in America at one point, and then you go to like over like Europe and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let me look here.
Wherever Albany is that Albany, New York? Is that it was across? It was across the ocean somewhere.
Let's see here.
So
Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm just kidding. I also like how what was the name of the guy, the main character?
Krypton.
Was it Krypton?
Krypton.
Crypto, maybe. Yeah, it is Crypto. Spelled with a C. Come on, Crypto. Man, that was such a good game, dude. They need to re-release that instead of bringing back the shitty Xbox controller.
That's
bring back. Yeah,
that's
bring
all
back
they're
Destroy
worried
All
about.
Humans.
Yeah, they're just bringing back stuff we don't care about. Yeah.
Who made that game? Was it
That
THQ? Because that's
was
probably why they have.
THQ.
That's why they haven't
And-
remade it.
Oh yeah,
Aren't they gone?
the last one was Big Willie Unleashed, wasn't it? No, Path of the Furon on 360, and I never played it.
I played it for about 5 minutes, and I was like, I can't do this. This is garbage.
It's not as good.
I maybe it was me. Maybe it was the fact that they were trying to adapt to the 360 ways. Or something.
2008
Oh.
was when Path of the Furon came out.
Man, that's old as dirt. I remember playing the
first one came out. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I remember playing the first one in Walmart.
It was 2005 was the first one came out. So 2005, 2008. That's when like 4 games came out for this thing.
Yeah, it was hot, dude. People
Okay.
loved it.
4 games. Golly.
I remember
see.
this level so much. The first level.
They said Big Willie Unleashed was probably the worst one. No,
I don't
Path
even
of
remember
Furon-
what
Path
that
of
was.
Furon was the worst one. The
Which
Big
one
Willie
was
that was
Big
on
Willie?
it was on the Wii. That's the reason
Oh.
I rented it and it was on the Wii and you can like control this big old like it's like in the it's not the 60s but I think it like that kind of time zone where you have time zone freak but like the drive-throughs had the big old mascot standing outside this big old
Oh
statue
yeah.
big old giant burgers in their hands. You can control that big
Yeah.
robot, just walk around in it. Or is it
Oh,
a
that's
statue?
cool.
I don't know what it was, but I remember playing it. I didn't get far into it because it was on the Wii.
It
and
looks terrible.
It
I mean, the original Xbox graphics
just-
look better than this.
mm-hmm.
That's why, like, the Wii focused more on, hey, look at this. You can swing this controller around and it does
Exactly.
stuff, as opposed to visuals and stuff. That's kind of why I was like, But now with, like, the Switch can, I mean, it's playing Skyrim now, for crying out loud, so.
Crypto Spiridion, that's his name.
Cryptosporidion, dude.
This whole thing.
That was so much fun.
1959 was the first one.
They need to make
they-
another one. They need to make
Golly.
another one.
There's so many great games that they could have went for one more, but the company just fell out from underneath them. Like this
Yeah.
is
Yeah. I mean,
Colonel Cluckin. That's the thing's name on Big Willie Unleashed, I think.
oh yeah, you
Colonel-
could
Colonel Sanders parody.
yeah. That's the thing is there was so much parody and it was kind of toilet humor mostly. But it wasn't, I don't know, it was very clever in the way it did it. It wasn't downright vile.
I got you.
You know?
It's just vile.
Yeah,
like,
but
The
They
Destroy All
did it so
Humans
well.
2, there's a mission where you're in, I guess New York or whatever, talking to the hippies, and there's one hippie you need to find. His name was, I can't think of his first name, but it was Bong Water. Like,
yeah, like I
Bong-
knew what that
what
was
was
when I was however old I was.
Like I'm
I was
playing.
like, oh, Mr. Water, how are you? You know, like I
He was-
didn't know.
Just find somebody Bong Water. It's like, where's this guy at? And like the parents are probably just watching. It's like, what did he say? Like they're looking for pong water. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, exactly. It was so innocent those days.
Oh,
It was like the Bugs. I call that the Bugs Bunny effect, where they say things and it's like you don't catch it, just flies over your head. That's why some of these cartoons, like Walter was watching, not Adventure Time. What was the other one? Regular Show.
Regular Show.
It's hilarious.
It was great.
That show is hilarious. I've never given it the time of day, but I watched a couple episodes and we're just dying.
It's one of the ones that I don't mind watching.
It's great.
It's one of the ones that you look on TV now, trash, all of them.
Yes.
Teen Titans Go, nah, but I'll go. I'll watch this one and stuff. That's cool.
I don't do the Teen Titans, bro. But yeah,
I don't do the Teen. Nah.
They're coming out with a movie. People are not happy about it.
Oh yeah, Lil Yachty is gonna be Green Lantern. Like
really?
Why? Lil Yachty, and then Halsey is gonna be Wonder Woman. And I don't know who Superman was gonna be. I can't.
Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah. God dang, it is Nicolas Cage, isn't it?
Yeah. Dude, everybody was freaking out about that. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he was supposed to be
Superman
back in the day.
Was he? In the? I mean, maybe.
Back, you can type it in right now. It'd be like Nicolas Cage Superman. It'll probably pull up this Teen Titans Go movie, but
yeah. Let's see.
Oh no, there's pictures of him. Finally gets to play Superman. He will finally play Superman. This is like, could Nicolas Cage's failed Superman movie actually have been good? No, because he looks trash as that. Oh gosh. He does not look like Superman.
Yeah, no, the Superman, Nicolas Cage's Superman it's all right. Last of Us 2 might be coming to E3, I think.
Last of Us 2?
Did you play the first one?
I did. When I had a PlayStation, yeah, I did play it.
Because that was on PS3.
Well, I played the remastered. When I bought the PS4 like 2 days after Christmas. I had it for a couple months, and then I sold it and bought an Xbox because I only got the PlayStation because none of my friends had either of them.
Yeah.
So I only had like 1 or 2 people on PlayStation, so I'm like, yeah, I'll get this. Played The Last of Us because it was the remastered. That great. It was amazing. I played the PlayStation Now, where you could play as all the old PlayStation games, like PS1 and 2, or probably just PS2 games.
Yeah.
So that was I ended up doing that for a little bit. Played a little bit of God of War, and played Shadow of the Colossus. That was great.
Yeah.
Just those great PlayStation games.
PlayStation
is great for single player story games. They have a creative team behind them.
Oh yeah, they've definitely got it. And that's why Last of Us, I think it's coming out at a good time. It probably should have come out a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember finishing The Last of Us and going, oh my gosh, I can't wait until like 2 years from now when the next one comes out. And it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, the first Last of Us came out in like 2014.
Yeah, that was, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's been almost, I don't know when it came out, but it may potentially have almost been 5 years at this point. Depending on when it came out in 2014. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think it may have come out around like May. So it's probably just now hitting its 4-year mark. Or maybe it was July or something. I can't remember. I could easily look it up using the power of the internet, but I refuse. So, but anyway, it's been a while. It's been a long time. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just depending on what they do with it. Maybe they're making it open world, or I mean, games don't take they take a while to make. It's not easy.
Especially if you want like a good one.
Yes, the level of detail in the first one was just insane.
Yeah. Because if you want. And it's also like if you want to make a second one to a great game like that, it's hard to follow it up with another story that you want people to be like, oh, that was cool. Like it's, just as good.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I've got to play. I got to play the first one again because I absolutely loved it. But and now that it's remastered, I want to play the remastered version. And
there's the one part where you're in the hotel. It was at the hotel, and you're like on the elevator. It just breaks. You fall all the way down.
In
And then you
Last of
gotta
Us?
in Last of Us. Yeah, was it a hotel or something?
I
It might not have been an elevator. You probably just fell down like so far, and you had to turn the generator on and run up the stairs and get out of that building before there's all the
I think I know
little
what you're talking about. It was like a
clickers and
time
stuff.
crunch. I
Pretty
remember being
much.
in the school.
That one was terrifying. That mission was. I had to share play. I had to share play with my buddy just because he knew where to go. I'm like, I'll let you take my
Just take it,
controller.
man. Get us out of here.
That's also a good little feature on PlayStation is share play. Like,
Yeah.
if you have a buddy that doesn't have something, it's like, you want to play this for a second? Yeah.
Xbox does the same thing, except it might be a little different. Xbox, you
I'm
can share. Well, you do the Xbox thing, the game.
I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm talking about where
Share the save file and they play.
or say we were both on PlayStation right now.
Yes.
Say if you're playing Spider-Man 2, because I'm watching a Spider-Man 2 video right now. Say you're playing Spider-Man 2, and it's like you wanna watch me play this, and I can watch you, and then you're like, here, let me pass you the controller, and I'm playing it on your PlayStation at that point. Like I'm streaming it, but I'm playing it. Have you done that yet?
No.
That was. Do they still even have that feature? That was a good feature.
Maybe.
It was like, I don't know if you both had to have it or if just one of you had to have it, but it was like,
Interesting.
if I'm stuck on a game and I'll be like, you want to come watch me play this real quick? It's like, yeah.
They do
and
that with
you're-
Steam. You can do that with Steam, right? They can
You can
join your
watch 'em,
broadcast,
But
or
you can't. Yeah, you can. While you're playing it, I can watch you, but you can't give give you
Interact.
the controller where
yeah.
like say you can like pause it, go to the little menu, say give the controller to Jacob, and then now I'm playing it off of I'm watching it on my screen, and so are you, but it's on your save file. Like
Interesting. Yeah,
like
I didn't know that. I didn't know about that.
you have to look at it to see if it's still there. That was a really good feature because it's
Interesting.
it's neat. Like I haven't seen that before.
Sure. Yeah,
And
I don't know
it
why
helps
they
you on
wouldn't.
like there's some games like Last of Us where I was stuck. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. Can you see what I'm doing wrong? And then if I can't do it, I'm like, here, let me just let you do it. And he'll walk me through it. It's like, all right,
Casual.
casual. Like it's that's what I did.
Spoon-fed. Yeah, it's a casual gamer right there, man. But according to this poll, so there's been some pollage. What did we talk about? We talked about Death Stranding and Spider-Man, and apparently people think that we're gonna see the most footage of Spider-Man at E3.
Of the new one,
Yeah.
or just okay.
They don't think they're gonna show much of all the other stuff. Like they'll show stuff, but they're probably gonna show the most of Spider-Man. I might agree with them, but they've already released didn't they show like a little gameplay trailer of Spider-Man
They did like
with the helicopter
the
and
first
all
little
that?
run through. Yes, yeah. Where he like goes to like the construction site too, doesn't he? Like
Yeah.
the building that's being okay.
It essentially looks like a 2018 version of, like, if they could remake Spider-Man 2 and its awesomeness, they would have made this game. Is what it looks like.
I've seen some like aspects of it. It's kind of like like Arkham, like the Batman Arkham games, where you look
Yes.
up at this ledge and you could press RB and you're like you.
Yeah,
jump
I
from the
saw
ledge.
that as well.
So I saw that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Maybe,
That's
yeah, I'd be down with that if it's more Arkham.
Mm-hmm. And then plus you could still swing outside of the city like as you see fit. That's amazing. That's anything you can want.
I'm interested for sure. I'm definitely
Mhm.
interested. So we'll see though. Maybe it'll be awesome. But anyway. So yeah.
I'm so ready for. I just want a Spider-Man game. That's all I want.
I just want a good Spider-Man game for once in my life.
For
All these
once.
Spider-Man games are garbage. But speaking of Arkham, what is it, Rocksteady who does that? Rocksteady is the company who did Arkham. Apparently, they are doing Superman now.
Ooh, that could be.
Yeah.
They had those old Superman games that you could see some kind of. They had good little aspects of it, but if they work on that, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it's Rocksteady Game Informer leaks debunked. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Well, honestly, it would make sense for them to do Superman next.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that'd be a cool game.
That'd be awesome. Everybody wants it. Apparently, it leaked that they're doing Superman, but maybe it's. I mean, I guess we'll find out at E3. But
there was one Superman game where like there's like asteroids like coming down, and you gotta like stop them or like blow them up and stuff where you're flying.
Well, that was the movie.
Was that
right?
the movie one?
Yeah, but that one was a good one because I owned that one, and that was the one that showed off the power of the Xbox 360. Because if you, it was also on original Xbox. I didn't have a 360 at the time, so I had to settle for the crappy Xbox version.
I got you.
So basically, yeah, because I remember distinctly, if you look at the difference
6 years ago.
If you look at the difference, like in the 360 version, there was more areas to the city. There were more like vehicles on screen at once, and like his cape even had like realistic looking flapping to it. And then like it was insane. The difference was incredible. And that was when I knew. I was like, when I get older, I'm gonna get the best of the best. I'm not settling for non-flappy capes in my Superman games anymore. I won't sit still for this. It was crazy. It was fun though. It was all right. It was better than that really, really bad N64 one where you had to fly through the rings at the beginning. It was darn near impossible to beat.
Let's see if I've even I've worked with a couple of them, but I don't know what's what, man. What's what?
I don't know. I guess we'll find everything out in the next week or two.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Oh god, yeah. I see the Superman game you talk about. Flying through the. Oh, I've played this one. Yeah.
Everybody's played it. And man, was it trash. It was real bad.
When he turns, he's trying to like regain his like balance in the air, like he's swat his arms.
I can only imagine that they made that for like realism or something. And it's like, what?
But he's Superman, man. You don't have to
realism. What are you talking about?
Swing. All I gotta do is just like turn, man. Fly.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. But I'd love it. I'd love a new Superman game. It was Superman Returns for Xbox and then Xbox 360. Yeah. I was so hyped. The hype for that game for me was unreal. I don't know why. I think it has to do with flying. I've always enjoyed games where you could just fly around.
Really? It's a pretty neat little thing. We just
because like around. I want to go over here, and then you do it, and that's it. So it's just I don't know. It's super.
That's
cool.
what I was thinking.
That's why I like the Spiderman games too. It was so like free.
Yeah, you could just swing and stuff, do whatever. And I was also thinking, it's like also the games I was thinking of Superman that you could like fly, but there were also like all these games that you could fly and stuff, and it's just part of the game,
right?
No big deal, like that kind of stuff.
Yes, it was like when you could do multiple things, like when you could fly around in a big area and then go to the street level and walk around. Like that was a big deal back in the day because nothing had that. It was either you were playing a jet game or you were playing a car game.
Yeah.
You know? So you're either on the ground or you weren't. And so when it was like, oh, you can do all this stuff, then it began to open my mind and intrigue me. And now we have stuff like Just Cause where you...
Golly, I didn't re-download that.
You do everything. It's like $6 right now on Steam for everything.
You sold me.
For everything. I've got it. Last time it went on sale, I was like, yes, I'm getting this.
Is it not on sale right now?
No, I think it should be. Just Cause 3?
Just Cause 2. Why is it $14?
Oh, no, it just went off sale. It was $6 the other day.
You failed me. 30. It's still 30. It's just $30. It's still a good little.
No, don't buy it. I'm telling you, it goes on sale consistently, like all the time. Don't buy it yet. Wait for a sale and it'll drop down to $6. But yeah, that game has great replayability. I'm like replaying it right now, actually. It's super fun, and you got new stuff with the expansions.
I never did play any of the expansions of it because I just didn't buy it.
Well, yeah, it took too long for them to come out. By then, there was other stuff that was out that you wanted to play. But now, if you want to replay it, you can do that.
Right. I'll go ahead and add to a wish list so I get notified when it does go on sale.
There you go. See, now you're doing it.
Because I don't know, all the DLC is probably just like highway robbery right now on Xbox, so I'm not gonna. I had it on Xbox. Do I have it download? Do I have it as a disc?
I originally had it on Xbox, and it was not my Xbox did not like it. It would
Really?
stutter, and yeah, it was weird.
I didn't really have any complaints out of it. Like I just
I mean, I had fun with it, but there's times where it would slow down. The frame rate would drop real bad. I don't know if that was because of the port, or I don't know. I don't know what.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know.
One thing I've noticed about my Steam wish list, I added something and now it's gone, and I really wanted it at the time, and now I don't know what it was. So that's depressing.
That is depressing. I haven't looked at my wish list in a long time. I've only got 6 games on there. There's like War of Rights. I might be getting into that kind of stuff. War of Rights is like a Civil War game. It's super realistic. Apparently.
Like you're on the ground, or
yeah, the Civil War, dude. Like everybody is there aren't any bots, and you have to form a line, and the commander has to give you orders to fire and reload, and I mean you don't have to, but to function properly you do. So it's like super it's like the most nerdy thing I've ever seen. But it looks awesome. Like I really want to get in there. I want to march on the bridges or whatever, and
oh my goodness,
fire into the void, and hopefully my musket bullet will find its mark. But it's it's not available yet. It's coming soon though. Everybody's I mean, I see it all over YouTube, but but yeah, so it's
what was I gonna say? Do you remember the first Spider-Man that I just went back
original
to
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
The original PS1 Spider-Man.
Ooh, yes, I think so.
Yellow thing. I was just mentioning that I'd noticed that nowadays we have Spider-Man PS4 coming out.
Yes.
That's probably what this one was Spider-Man PS1. Like it was only on nobody else saw it besides PS1 players.
That's a good point. Was it PS1 exclusive?
That's a good question. I mean, I'd like to believe. I didn't hear anybody else playing it on like GameCube or anything. Let's see. Let's look. Spider-Man video game from 2000. Holy cow.
That's 18 years ago, brother.
It was PlayStation, Game Boy Color, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, and Microsoft Windows.
Woo!
That's it.
Wow.
Golly, that was.
What was that game? What was the game? I probably won't even be able to remember. Maybe somebody who's listening will know, but the game where you could switch between Spider-Man, Wolverine. Who else?
Alliances?
Maybe. Was it Alliances?
It was like Marvel Alliance.
I mean, this was like Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Okay, this was PS4. No way. This game, it says Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS2, PS3, and PS4. Goodness gracious.
Wow.
They must have it like on a backwards compatible, and they just name it. There's no way.
There was Spider-Man on Super Nintendo. There was also that was it. Spider-Man X-Men Arcades Revenge. It's Arcades Revenge is what it's called. And you could be Gambit, you could be Iron Man, I believe. Yeah, dude. That was I can't believe that thing is that is like way long ago. But you could play as Wolverine, and you would go through the circus level and fight clowns and stuff. Like it was all over the place. People get upset nowadays because Marvel films are like crazy, and well, it's not very realistic. In the comic book, this is what happens. It's like, do you know I played a game where a man in tights punched a clown? Like that's a thing that happened.
Oh yeah.
Like let's see, arcades.
Oh my goodness.
I highly suggest people look this up because it's a gold mine, dude. Oh, there it is. There's the clown level right there. You got.
Yeah.
I think you play as Juggernaut. I loved playing as Cyclops. He was my favorite character to play as.
Just shoots bait. Just do.
Yeah. I mean, this is what you do. And he doesn't get any love nowadays.
Cyclops.
You could be Cyclops. You could be Wolverine, Storm. Gambit, and Spider-Man. And there was like some weird scientist who put you through all these stuff. But man, I can't believe that. It was back in the day. I don't even remember beating that game. I just remember the first couple levels. Of course, that was back when you know what? I could never get past the Gambit level, which I'm pretty sure was level 3.
This sounds about right. All old games were probably the hardest ones in the world. It's because
that's what shaped this country is these difficult games.
They want you to play a game, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a Juggernaut just rushing through this place.
Yeah. Just
hurtling,
just destroying everything. There was a Venom game forever ago, though.
Was there?
Yeah.
I remember Ultimate Spider-Man. That was
pretty cool. It's kind of cartoony, comic booky.
Yeah.
Looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Didn't they come out with the second one of those?
Did they? Oh God,
Maybe.
I have no clue.
I'm not sure. I knew that you could climb up your web after you slung it. You know, like you could use it as a rope afterwards.
Like that was.
So as you're swinging, you could like stop mid swing and then climb up. I think anyway.
There's a thing where like the very beginning, you're just going through town. Like I guess you leave school or you do something.
Yep.
And then you like.
Oh yeah, dude.
Johnny. You see Johnny Storm over here. Here's the Human Torch. It's like what is, like that's the ultimate universe for you, I guess. Like they do what they need.
Wow, I forgot about this. Yeah, you could be. Don't you fight Wolverine? I'm pretty sure you fight Wolverine in that game.
Probably. Let's see.
You fight Rhino. Man, I gotta play that game again. That was a fun game.
There's so many old games that I would just love to play again.
They need to bring back the Incredible Hulk game. No, I'm not talking about the first one. I'm talking about the one where you're in the desert where you can sprint and jump super high. No, it was like Ultimate Hulk or something. Incredible. Let's see. Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction is what it's called. That game was awesome. That was where you could run on walls and you could just trash everything.
Holy cow.
Man, we really went nostalgic in this.
Yeah, I know. It's just like
holy cow, dude.
You lead one way and you're going down. 2005? Oh my God.
That was the golden age, man. 2005, they didn't care because it wasn't really about, nowadays there was the period where the whole point of games was looking good. Mm-hmm. And then now we're kind of getting back into that era of, it looks good. That's fine. We're kind of focusing more on gameplay. We're starting to get back to that. But, because like Destroy All Humans, Incredible Hulk, Ultimate Destruction, Spider-Man 2, it was all just fun gameplay. And we have varied from that a little bit, but I think that we're getting back. We're getting back to that, I think. That's why I'm glad Steam exists, because Steam, now there's more games than ever to pick from. And, Rocket League and all this stuff that's just fun, you can find easily. So it's really, you can pick whatever you want. It's completely different nowadays than it was back then, but yeah, I got to get that game again. Incredible Hulk. Yeah, Ultimate Destruction.
We play like when we bought
catch
the
a
very
missile in midair.
We bought the Incredible Hulk movie, the very first one that you can watch. You can watch as a 20-year-old man and not understand it at all. We had that.
What a terrible game.
We were children watching this movie and didn't know what was going on half the time. It was too dark of a movie. I don't know, but anyway, like it came like I think we had it for DVD when we. Yeah, because it was that was like one of the couple first DVDs and stuff that we like just kept and stuff. It came with another CD, and you put that into your Xbox, and it's the demo for the original game.
Oh, which is also trash.
And you're at a gas station like fighting these like cops and stuff. That was fun.
That portion probably yes, but the rest of the game is trash.
I would not play it now. No,
it was so bad. The Ultimate Destruction. You got. You had Hulk with the Mr. Fix-It costume and all that. They just had fun with it. Like he had a big suit and tie and all that, and it's like, oh, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, it's
2003. That's the first Hulk.
You could upgrade. They had upgrades and stuff where you could upgrade his jump height and
God dang
his speed, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I was all
classics.
And now what do we have to deal with? Like I don't even know
There
what.
was 4 games.
Borderlands. No, I don't
Oh
know.
no, it was DS. Yeah, Borderlands,
Are
and
they coming out with another? I never got into Borderlands, so they're probably gonna.
I think they're gonna come up with another one. But
Surely it makes too much money. I think.
It wasn't too fun to me though. I could play it, but it's like it's.
I
Just,
saw the lure. The lure. It was very. There was a lot of things that I think Destiny borrowed from Borderlands, and it was there were some things in there where it's like, oh, okay, I've seen that a lot in Destiny. That's kind of what Destiny does. So I can see why people would have played it and been like, oh yeah, my brother liked it. He was all in the. It was more RPG-ish, and that was back long before my RPG days.
About Borderlands or
yeah, Borderlands.
Okay, I didn't know if you were talking about Destiny or whatever.
No, I just remember different levels of weapon, and
I know
you could see the damage numbers above their heads and stuff, which I know has been around for a while, but it just is very.
I know what kind of turned me off from it. The first one was very beginning of the game. You do all your stuff, you get just a little far into it, and you have to have money for this vending machine to get health.
Right.
Well, I didn't have the money for it, so you couldn't get money. You run around everywhere looking for money, you couldn't get it, so I just gave up. And that's what just
right. You have to manage properly. I think you have to manage your, and that's the thing is I just wanted to play it. I played Goldeneye. I played The Incredible Hulk: Ultimate Destruction. Just let me run around and do stuff. And this was before I wanted to think when I was playing games. Nowadays, I'm like, oh, okay, I just have to manage this and do that and all that. But back then, I was not. My brother did, though. He loved it. So it was.
We would play the games. We wouldn't know what half the options were. We would start clicking stuff. And of course, as a kid, you're just trying to get the game to come back on. And eventually, once you start doing some stuff, you're like, oh, that does this. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
you figure it out.
Like Destroy Humans, 2, when you can go in your ship and upgrade your guns and get new guns.
Yes.
We didn't know what that was. It told us to go in there. We didn't know. We don't know what gene splicing is. We just started picking people up and just started clicking stuff.
It's like, oh, this makes my thing powerful. That's cool. Just go,
and then by chance, you have a new gun. It's like, how did we get this? And never know until.
That was also back when they would let you fail. Like, they wouldn't let you. Like, by the end of the game, everything would be upgraded to max. There was no deciding what you wanted. Like, do you want more damage or do you want more speed? There was none of that. Yeah. It was just keep playing the game. Eventually, you get everything. So that also helped and crippling us for future games that introduced that kind of mechanic. But anyway, all right. I think that's where we stop now because we have reached the hour. But
have we really?
Yeah, dude. We've been going. We've been.
We've
reached an hour already. So
I've been enjoying my time here.
I know. We gotta. We're gonna do it again. So stay tuned, everybody. I appreciate you coming on.